What is up, guys? It is Vans Gaming coming back at you live with The Walking Dead, the Road to Survival gaming app. But we're going to be talking about in this video is the Armory special stats. I've been getting a lot of requests to do this video. I didn't really think it needed to be done for the fact that there is already a lot of Armory based videos out there. I mean, the Armory's been out for a long time already, so I didn't really think to make this type of video, but a lot of people seem to be having trouble with it still, so I'm hoping to make this video to make it a little bit easier to talk about and not make it too complicated for you guys. So we're going to start off with the yellow special stat weapons here. So we're starting with yellow, and we're going to start with defender. So there's 3 levels of each special stat, as obviously you can see in your armory and stuff. So there's like defender level 1, level 2, level 3. And obviously what everybody wants is a critical success, which you can see here on the right hand side. On the bottom of that lightning bolt, critical success. And then on the left, you have success. They didn't spell success right. But, so yeah, you have 3 levels here, and obviously, when you go ahead and try for, let's say a defender level 3 right here, it does have the better stat, one of the best stats, I think the best actually yellow stat in the game, which is absolute defense right there. You can see right there, when taking damage, a better chance to reduce the damage to 0. So when you're going ahead and researching the level 3, there's a possibility you can get another crit success. Unfortunately, you can get the reflect damage, which I don't think is very good, and then you can also get the bonus defense, plus 35% defense when taking damage from enemies with 60% HP. That one is the second best in my opinion anyway. So if you get that one, don't try to reset it, because I think it's really good for shield purposes. But unfortunately, if you don't get the crit success, you either get what's on the left hand side, the plus 30 defense when HP is 70%, and then you can read it right there, bonus defense plus 25% plus 25% defense when HP is 30%. So nobody really wants the success part of the armory. They want the critical success. And obviously, I suggest always usually doing level 3. Level 3 is usually the best and obviously the most difficult mats, but I will show you what type of mats you need at the end when we're done covering all the weapon base, greens, reds, and blues, and right now we're doing yellow weapons. So there's level 2 here, which, the best crit mat right here is the reflect when taking damage, a small chance to reflect 50% damage. So, in my opinion, guys, what I'm telling you guys is usually always try for the level 3, because the level 3 is what has usually the best stats, and that's what we're gonna get into again. But, so yeah, usually when you go ahead and make a, let's say you're going ahead and trying to get that absolute defense, like I said, there's a possibility of getting the success, and that's usually when you have to reset, so you can, go ahead and try again for that absolute. So now we're going to go ahead and go to Raider. Raider actually does have some good stats as well. It's starting to become a game-changing armory special stat. And again, like I said, level 3 is where they have the best stats, best stat-wise. So you can see at the very bottom, bonus AP, all teammates receive 8% AP at the beginning of each wave. So I know a lot of talks right now about people being able to wipe out a team turn 1, and this is the stat that you will pretty much need for the majority of the people that they're saying that they have a team that can wipe on turn 1. There's probably a 99% chance that they have this stat here. The all team members receive 8% AP at the beginning of each wave. You definitely want that if if you have a lot of AP tunes, 45 AP tunes, and usually, it's pay-to-play players, because they have really all the good tunes that are 45 AP, and they can wipe out a team turn 1, and usually they have this stat, and the plus 20% AP to one team member at the beginning of each wave is good as well. But obviously, it's just to one team member. The last one here, all team members receive it, so they all receive that AP boost there. And obviously, for level 2s, you can see this one gives 10% AP to one team member. Again, not good. I mean, if you get it, that's fine. It's something at least. It's as close as you're gonna get to the bottom one here. Obviously, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get. But I do suggest, if you are a pay-to-play player and you have really good 45 AP tunes and you want to turn 1 team, then you can have a chance at it if you go ahead and try for Raider level 3. And obviously, like I said, 3 levels. There's level 1, level 2. But again, I suggest always doing level 3. It always has the best stat, guys, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, if you were starting off as like a new player, and especially if you're F2P, you know, definitely go ahead and try the like level 1 and level 2s, because they still have pretty decent stats. And you know, armory is the big thing nowadays, and you're definitely gonna need some pretty shiny weapons. And you know, maybe right here for level 2 on the right hand side, right here it says bonus attack plus 25% attack when enemies HP is 60%. You know, that could help you in the long run for your defenses or offenses. So, you know, if you don't have the mats yet, like the required mats yet for the level 3, you know, just wait until you build up. So, you know, go ahead and start off with like level 1 and level 2. It's perfectly okay for either, you know, defender or raider. Obviously defender, it necessarily means bonus defenses, and then raider, like your rating, so bonus attack. So, you know, just make sure you know that right there. And then we have Slayer. I personally think you should never waste mats on Slayer, because there's already crit on specific weapons already that you don't have to apply anything to. So obviously Slayer just gives you crit. There's nothing special here. There's no special. Even for level 3, party healing all teammates members with all team members with 20% HP at the beginning of each wave, so they heals all team members. So I don't think, you know, that's really good. I mean, are you gonna try for this one, or are you gonna try for a possibility at a turn 1 team or an absolute defense? So that's just my opinion. If you like it, go ahead and do it. And obviously for the top right here, it's just crit, and I suggest you don't waste mats on that. There's already crit weapons already for you know, yellow weapons, blue weapons, green weapons, red weapons. You know, the Spec Ops red ones already has like 30 crit on it. You know, I haven't added anything to it. I just use that for my reds. So definitely don't suggest you try anything for Slayer. And then for supporter here, this one is usually just healing based and defense based. It's a little bit of everything. Like I said, 3 levels, and nothing really special here either. But the best stat in here, obviously, it's usually at the bottom here. Leech life when attacking, a better chance to regain HP by 80% of the damage. And then the one on top here, random heal when taking damage, a better chance to heal one team member for 20% of their max HP. So this is like mostly healing based, as you can see, and obviously the level 3 are the best. I'm sorry if it's annoying if I'm repeating myself, but I just want to make sure everyone, you know, kind of gets it. I want to make sure everybody understands. But yeah, guys, so in my opinion, in total, you know, Defender level 3 and Raider level 3 are the best. You know, if you're kind of a new player and you're mostly F2P based, you know, go ahead and try level 1 and level 2 if you don't have the required stuff for level 3 yet. And then once you get up there, you can definitely try for those as well. But yeah, guys, so this is just yellow based weapons. So now we're gonna move on to the blue based weapons here. So Defender level 3, again, the best. Right here we have Impair when taking damage, a better chance to, Impair when taking damage, a better chance to impair the enemy for 3 turns. So let's say an Andrea has it, or the new blue shield Garrett has it. So if you're hitting them, they have a chance to impair you, and you can't rush for 3 turns. So this is a really good weapon as well for your blues, especially if you got that blue shield Garrett. You definitely want to try for this level 3 Defender here. And like I said, 3 levels. Still pretty decent stats for level 1 or level 2, but obviously the best over here is level 3. And repeating myself again, always you want to make sure you get that critical. So definitely always make sure you have the critical mats, because even if you just put your success mat, that's just for success. It doesn't really give more of a high chance probability for the critical. But you know, kind of for safety purposes and all, you know, you definitely want to put both, like the polishing kit and the duct tape, both. You don't want to just use the polishing kit. I don't know, I just feel a little bit better that way. But I know a lot of people just use their polishing kit and just save their duct tapes for something else. And after I get through all these, I'm gonna go onto the game and show you what stuff you need, like for all this stuff. So, and then for Raider 3, we got a bonus AP, receives 20% AP at the beginning of each wave. So we saw this over in the yellow weapon section. So you know, not a lot of people, there's not a lot of tunes, I should say, that that are blue that would turn on round 1. So if you're kind of looking for a turn 1 team, usually, you know, it's melee based. The melee has more of the better special stats. But you know, if you want that 28% AP, and you know, it also depends on the tunes that you have. If you think this is gonna go well on a tune that's like has a really slow AP, and then turn 2 they could probably rush because of this stat, then you know, it may be for you. It may be for you. And then here's like the rest of the stat for level 1 and level 2. And then for Slayer, we have, obviously, Slayer is always going to be crit based, and like I said, I would suggest not doing it. There's nothing really good here. I mean, when attacking, a better chance to make a second attack with 100% attack. I don't think that's good at all. I think you could still defeat an opponent even if you don't get that 100% attack. Just my opinion, guys. And then we got Supporter, level 3. A little bit of the opposite of Defender, level 3. Impair when attacking. A better chance to impair the enemy for 3 turns. So this is when you're attacking. So this is, in my opinion, what I believe Supporter level 3 is for offense based. And then Defender level 3 is if you want to put a blue tune in your defense and you want to give them that weapon, because that's when they're taking damage, which will be very, you know, very good for you, because your enemy might get impaired. So this one, I believe, you know, if you could get both, that's good. I mean, you have one for defense, you have one for offense. Especially if you have if you're a blue based offense team, you definitely would love this weapon, because you're just gonna be impairing bitches left and right. So yeah, and then the one above, random heal. When damage, a better chance to heal one team member for 20% of their max HP. And then we got the level 1, level 2 up here. It's like some. And then we got the level 1 and level 2 up here. It's like the it's healing based, so Supporter is mostly healing based, like I said. And then it has a random attack, sometimes random defense. You know, kind of random. It really just says right there, random healing, random shit. So, but what you really want to do in Supporter is that Supporter level 3, no doubt about it. So here is just a recap of what it is. So you guys can look, and you guys can zoom in if you like. And then we're gonna move on to red weapons. Red weapons here. The best weapon right here, guys. Defender level 3. What everybody wants. What everybody's talking about. Stun when taking damage. A better chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. I definitely got lucky getting this weapon. No doubt about it. Have it for my Magna, and she definitely gave me a lot of defense. Because of this stun, I feel like I would coin majorly. So definitely, I do suggest trying for Defender level 3 for red is a stun gun. So if you want a stun gun, definitely got to try this out. I know a lot of people who have already, like, they've counted and they're like at their 100 plus time trying to get a stun, and it's crazy, guys. The odds are insane, and sometimes you get lucky like me. It only took me like my 4th shot, I believe, but I was definitely lucky with that. And then we got, you know, above it, attack down when taking damage, a better chance to cause negative 30 attack for 3 turns. I've gone against that weapon too. It gets that attack down. It's pretty annoying. So, you know, if you get that, or if you get the bonus defense plus 35% defense with taking damage from enemies, that's always one of the better stats as well. Like, I believe the second, in my opinion, I would keep it. If you get any of the crit for level 3, I honestly would keep it. Obviously, if you get any success, I would, you know, restart the weapon and try to get that crit that crit stat. And then here's a level 1 and level 2 if you guys want to check it out as well, if any of you find appeal in those. And then you want to do those first, and then when you can do level 3, you can do that. And then we got Raider here. Nothing really interesting here for Raider, in my opinion. The best one is AP down when taking damage, a better chance to cause negative 30 AP. That can be pretty annoying as well, you know, if you're going against a Garrett or Magna and they have that, and every time you hit them your AP goes down, you know, you're not gonna be able to rush that much. It's kind of, in a sense, kind of like a impair, because you're not able to rush, but you know, this one's just your AP is down. I think it's pretty interesting as well if you want to try that as well, if you just want to go for it. And then we have the stronger attack, a better chance to attack with stronger traits. And then above, bonus attack. So obviously this is attack based, so if any of you find appealing, go ahead and do that. And Slayer, again, crit. You know, we have the Spec Ops, especially for red, so please don't do the crit, guys. I don't want you wasting stuff when you can do something else better. So this is just Slayer right here. And then we got Supporter. I actually have not seen a Supporter level 3 red in my region. because everybody's going for the stun. But I think it's I know green has this stat as well, teammate reviving. When killing an enemy, a better chance to revive a teammate with 40% HP and 100% defense for 1 turn. So this, I have seen a lot of greens use that stat, but I haven't seen reds, so I don't think a lot of people go for it. And then the self-healing green, 80% HP at the beginning of each wave. I think this one's a little bugged because I have seen people with this one as well, but they don't heal at the beginning of each wave. So I think that one's bugged right now. And then above, defense down when attacking, a better chance to cause -3 defense for 3 turns to 1 enemy. So I mean that's pretty good, especially if a shield has it. You know your defense will go down, easier to take you out and stuff like that. So here's level 1 and level 2 here, so you guys can check it out. You know, it's the random shit. That's what supporter is. So here's a little recap again for the reds, if you guys want to zoom in and go ahead and check it out. And then we're gonna move on to green weapons. So defender level 3. It's actually greens don't have really anything special besides we're gonna get to it in a second. But here's defender level 3. The best one here is defense down when taking damage, a better chance to cause -35% defense for 3 turns. I mean, it's kind of like the same aspect of reds in a way. And then we got reflect damage, and then the bonus. Definitely you would want that bonus. Defense plus 35% defense will take you damage from enemies with 60% HP. Definitely good for shields. So defender level 3 for you know any weapon is good if you get that specific stat, for especially for a shield. And then we have level 1 and level 2 here if you guys want to check that out as well. And then raider here we have defense when taking damage, better chance. Okay, the negating AP right here. When taking damage, better chance to cause -30 AP. And then random AP right here. We have kind of similar to the yellow. So like I said, it seems that only melee seems to have the kind of the AP base. But we did see that the blue had one of them as well. So, and then we have it here, bonus attack. So obviously these are attack stats right here. Nothing that I would really go for, but we're gonna go for them. But now we're gonna talk for something that we really want to go for. The Slayer level 3, which gives stun when attacking, a better chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. Really good for offense. Personally, I don't think it's good for defense purposes, but definitely offense. You definitely want this weapon. It will give you a lot of winning raids. So this is Slayer level 3, guys. Level 3, so you need that crit success to get it. And obviously, the best stats usually the hard to get. The odds are pretty shitty. And then he's a level 1 and level 2 for crit. Like I said, don't do it. There's already, I think the Ezekiel Kane already has like 30 crit on it for green, so I suggest don't do that. And then we got supporter. This one's a pretty interesting one. I've seen a lot of these actually. Supporter level 3, which gives what the red one does as well. The teammate reviving when killing the enemy, a better chance to revive a teammate with 40% HP and 100 defense for 1 turn. So I know a lot of people have that that specific trait as well. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I usually kill the toon that has that weapon before they have a chance to revive, but there has been cases where they do revive a teammate with the freaking weapon, and I think that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. So, if you already have the stun weapon and you're trying to figure out what to do for greens now, then, I definitely do suggest, go ahead and try it. I think it's pretty interesting to have, and I definitely would want it in the future. And then we have self-healing. Like I said, there's a bug with that. And then the defense down when attacking, a better chance to cause -30 defense for 3 turns to the enemy. Pretty good. I get pretty decent. I mean, if you get it, keep it, because it's really difficult to get level 3 critical success for any like Slayer, supporter, defender. So I definitely do suggest saving those. And then here's level 1 and level 2 if you want to check it out, the random healing shit. And then here is just a recap. Gonna zoom out so you guys can recap and see and zoom in. Sorry if it's a little blurry, a little bit, but hopefully you can still see it a little bit. But here's a recap of just the greens here. So we're gonna go ahead and go onto the game right now, so I can show you the armory on what type of stuff that you will need for, like, mostly defender. Obviously you can tell that defender was like the #1 winner for all the cool shit. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the game real quick. So be right back. We are back into the game and right into the armory. So we're gonna start with yellow, since we started with yellow. So we're going to go ahead and pick the defense ice climbing pick. And as you can see, you're going to need to research. Like, I haven't even done Slayer because, like I said, I think it's pointless. I haven't even done, like, let's see, I haven't done Raider either, and I know Raider's actually pretty decent as well because the Raider was the AP boost. So right here we have the defender level 3, so we're going to go ahead and click it. And it says right there, you know, crafting success, and then if critical result, and then you're gonna need a duct tape and polishing kit, and I don't have any polishing kits, so I can't do anything. And then right here for the required parts, you're gonna need for melee based. I know that you're gonna need that. It says right there the spray silver paint right here, and then you're gonna need rubbing padding, groove grip, and then hardened spike, and then okay, stop spinning, and then enclosed hilt, and then required wood to 11,000. So it's going to take about a day and 8 hours. So this is all the required stuff that you need. So just to recap with you guys, you're going to click it, and just to recap with you guys, you're going to want to go to the add or replace special stat, obviously. It says right there, and then you're just going to click it, and then you're going to click which one you want to do. So definitely, you know, go back to, you know, the beginning of the video just to see, you know, what is what, because a lot of people do get confused and think like the absolute defense is in, you know, maybe supporter level 3, which is untrue. It's defender level 3, so you want to make sure you double check on that. So this is the required stuff right here, and then we're gonna go on to the blue right here, and then it's a little bit different for defender level 3 right here. We have etching acid. So for melee based weapons, they're gonna need silver paint, and then for range based weapons, they're gonna need etching acid. So, and again, it needs the same components here though: duct tape, and then polishing kit, don't have any. And then obviously different required parts for range, you're gonna need a silencer, a laser sight, a gun action, and safety mechanism. And again, it's the same wood that is required. So you're gonna need all these good stuff, and most of the required parts you can't craft. But if you didn't know, I actually didn't know this a while back when the armor came out, but you can actually craft the parts that you need. There's you know, sandpaper, silencers, steel blade, the handguard. A lot of people get the enclosed hilt is the one that usually you need a lot more than most. So a lot of people don't know you can craft that, but the majority of stuff you can't, like epoxy and stuff like that. You need to get it from disassembling weapons, so you got to make sure you farm a lot of 4-star weapons and disassemble so you can get all the good stuff. So yeah, that was the blue base, and then, you know, for greens as well, it's the same thing for the yellow. I don't have defender level 3 for greens. I think the greens, you know, I need to always go check back to the paper or the pictures, but I definitely want to do the stun, and I believe that was Slayer level 3, and I don't have Slayer right now. I have to go ahead and research it, but you do need all your armories to level 20 to research everything, so make sure you have all your armories, you know, leveled or getting them leveled as well. And then we have the red weapon here. I did get my stun because I do have defender level 3 here, so I got it right here. Brings back really good memories to get that stun here. But this is how you get the stun. Defender level 3 is what you need to click. And also a little tip for you guys: don't just put any special stat on any random weapon. As you can see, I put my stun gun on a Desert Eagle, and the reason for that is because it already came with 30% defense, so you also got to think about that as well. And the reason why I have, you know, I have the defense ice climbing pick and the St. John's knife, the only yellow 4-star weapons in here, like I didn't save Bowie knives or whatever, because of that 30% HP, and then the 30% defense on the defense. I'm sorry, 30% defense as well on the ice climbing pick and the carving knife here, because I'm going for absolute defense, and obviously I want to use it on my shield, and you want, like, the more, because as you can see, those little squares next to the weapon right there, if you overexert that, you're not going to be able to, you know, put all the good stuff on the weapon. So since you already have the 30% defense on the weapon, then, you know, you don't have to keep boosting up, you know, defense wise. Especially for myself, I want to put it on my shield Michonne. She's a shield, I want her to defend for me, so I want to put a lot of defense, HP, whatever. I want to make her tanky as hell, but with that absolute defense as well. So I'll already have the 30% defense. All I would have to do is switch to 20% attack with like 30% HP, and then I will have one square left to mod it, and then I will do 35% HP, and then the weapon's done. I can't do anything more to it. So for example, let's say I don't have another let's just, for example, say like this red weapon here's a yellow weapon, so it has 30 crit, a very large bonus to AP when attacking. If I try to get the absolute defense on here on the last slot, then I have to completely change the top two slots. I have to put the 30% defense, I have to put the 30% HP, and then the defense mats are really, such a bitch to get. The HP mats not so much, and then once I do all that, all my squares are going to be filled up, so I can't even put the plus 5% on the HP, which could make a huge difference. So it's definitely, one of the things you have to think about. And then, the military shotgun for the impair. Unfortunately, there's no 30% defense on any blue weapon that I know of yet. So, a lot of people have to put like their impair on the bottom slot and have to change their attack to HP or defense, and usually have to change the very large bonus to AP when attacking for the most part if you want to make a tank weapon for purposes wise. So yeah, guys, this is just my little tip for you guys. Make sure you have the right weapon you want to put it on. And so yeah, those were all the mats, and those were little tips, and I hope that helped you guys. I hope I wasn't too confusing. If I was and you have any questions, go ahead and comment down below, and I will answer all the questions that you guys have. And if you maybe even need a little special video, I will do that for you guys, because I want to make sure everybody is on top of the armory, because in the game now, it's not tunes that are gonna be game changing, it's the weapons that are game changing now, so definitely want to be on top of that. I wanted to add, guys, that you definitely want to put your special stat in the last slot. So for an example, for defense, ice climb, and pick, you want to put it where it says empty. That is considered the last slot, which is the third slot. So you want to make sure you put all your special stats there, because there has been cases where people put very large when attacking, or another, like they put their attack at the bottom or defense at the bottom, which is the third slot, and then they want to do their special stat, and they can't do it because the special stat has to be in the last slot. So I really do encourage people to do your special stat first anyway, which has to be put in the third slot regardless. But if you're just one of those type of people that like putting your attack or defense or very large first or whatever, just make sure you don't put it in the last slot, because if you do, you wasted crit mats for those, precious crit mats, and then you can't put your special set that you wanted to do on there. So just a little, warning, cautious warning, because I know a lot of people did that in the beginning when the armory was made. So definitely want to give you guys that little tip there if you didn't know already. So hope I helped, guys. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a like and a subscription. It mean the world to me, guys. Also comment down below, like I said, if you have any questions, or just anything random, you just want to say hi, anything about my content, go ahead and comment that. I will always comment back. And thank you for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.